How do you choose the best pocket knife for everyday carry? Here are the 6 things I consider when choosing an everyday carry pocket knife. Number 1, legal considerations. Depending on where you live, there can be legal restraints on the size and type of knife you are permitted to carry. I recommend moving away from places with over-intrusive governments, but honestly, I wouldn't advocate violating your local laws and regulations. So, if you aren't able to legally carry a folding knife with a blade over 3 inches, then just don't do it. It's not worth the risk. If you can't carry a folding knife with a lock, then adjust your EDC pick accordingly. I personally live in the land of the free, so I can legally carry a folding knife of any size. But before you choose a knife to carry every day, make sure you familiarize yourself with the laws of your country, state or province, and the local municipality as well. Number 2, philosophy of use. You need to consider the purpose for which you're carrying a knife. What are the tasks that you will use it for on a daily basis? For my personal EDC needs, I don't need a heavy-use folding pocket knife. For my suburban lifestyle, I personally don't need to carry a large fixed blade on my belt for bushcrafting or wilderness survival. I need a knife that can be easily concealed and is up for my everyday tasks. For my lifestyle, a folding knife with a durable locking mechanism is my preference for everyday carry. Number 3, size, weight, and comfort. Let me break down a few metrics that I demand in an EDC folder. I like a blade length somewhere around the 3-inch ballpark. I like my EDC knife to weigh less than 1 ounce for every inch of blade length. I want it to be comfortable in the pocket and comfortable in the hand. I want the weight between the blade and handle to have a sense of balance. In the pocket, I prefer a knife with a deep carry pocket clip that will help with concealment. I don't want a giant flipper tab poking my hand when I reach into my pocket to retrieve my keys or headphones. I also want the knife to be designed well enough that it's comfortable to deploy with one hand. The 4th consideration, blade steel. When choosing an EDC knife, you need to consider the qualities you require from your knife's steel. In reality, there is no perfect knife steel that offers ease of sharpening, steel hardness, toughness, and stain resistance. Better performing steels, or steels that can be difficult to work with, can also add to the overall price of the knife. Now, steel metallurgy can get a little nerdy, but it's important to recognize not all steels are the same. I personally live in the Pacific Northwest, where it rains regularly and I'm around water constantly. I need a knife to be stainless, but I also don't want to give up too much on edge retention and toughness. Ease of sharpenability is probably the steel trait I am most willing to sacrifice for the other qualities. I'm willing to spend a little bit more on a blade steel that has the attributes that I need. I'll link to a great article below that compares the characteristics of the most common knife steels to help you choose what steel is right for you. Number 5 is value. Buy once, cry once. It's better to spend a little more and get a quality blade from a reputable company that backs their product over purchasing cheap blades that might chip, won't hold an edge, can easily stain, and will need to be replaced far more often. While it's true that in general you get what you pay for, as in anything, you can reach a point of diminishing returns. However, when it comes to EDC knives, I feel like once you start to approach or get above the $500 US price point for a knife, you reach that point of diminishing returns. My EDC knife is with me every day, so I don't mind paying $100 to $300 for it. Number 6, these are what I call the X factors. Your EDC knife is going to be an item you will carry for many years. You should appreciate several aspects of the knife. Do you love the way it looks? Does it have an enjoyable deployment method or an addicting fidget factor? Do you like the colors or design contrast? Do you like the knife designer or really connect with the brand? Is it made of your favorite handle material? Are you wanting to customize it to make the knife unique to you? Whatever your X factors are, make sure your EDC knife has them. Picking up your knife and putting it inside your pocket every morning should bring a smile to your face. Well, those are the 6 things I consider when choosing the perfect EDC knife. Legality, philosophy of use, size, weight, and comfort, blade steel, value, and X factors. So which knife is currently my favorite EDC knife? Well, the knife I carry most often is probably the Bug Out from Benchmade's Custom Shop. I chose the gray G10 scales, gray hardware, and 20 CV steel. The runner-up is probably my Spyderco Para 3 Lightweight. If you have a better EDC recommendation and want to share it, please drop it below. Take it easy.